there a school choice component in the LEARNS bill?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
School choice, yes,
Very
sir.
large one.
Okay, and where's that money gonna come from? Just a knowledge
That's part of the additional funding in order to help create that to happen.
come from the state?
Yes, and some of that money will follow. Of course, there is, there are accountability factors that go in that. And this is one of those bills that has got enough that everybody loves something, it's got enough that everybody hates something. It's just that kind of a bill. And so there's accountability factors that follow the money. If the money's going to follow the student, then the accountabilities follow with it. But that is part of the component, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I think you know my people, you've read it. But as far as these salaries go, the word shall should probably be a lot more direct. Should be required. There should be a minimum, because the word required, right now you're limited to one sentence. Required to be $1. It really could. So until an actual amendment is approved, and there's some stipulations that's baseline for that. My wife here's salary is now frozen for the rest of her tenure as a done. Yes, and that's the truth of it, that y'all really aren't communicating. And my constituents, I'm gonna say that is absolute truth. That's not even opinion. That's truth. That's fact. So until you do something, and actually until this amendment is even approved, this is vapor.
Well, I'll tell you what the amendment did. Rick added on to that. I told you it was a bill that some people are going to love, some people are going to hate. This is the beginning of a journey. It's not the end of the journey. There are things that are already being talked about that are going to come along with it. And, love it or hate it, it's where we are. It's what people ask for. Not everybody likes it, but it is going to push down to the local level for school districts to be competitive, that if they want to keep the good teachers and they want to keep the teachers that are going to raise up these public schools and the level of expectation, then they're going to do what they got to do in order to reward the good teachers and keep them around. And may not like that, but that was the intent going in. Any other questions?
Does the LEARNS Act, I haven't read it yet, I just haven't, I'm sorry. Does it have any provisions for protecting kids, like this whole drag queen crap at the libraries? And
Yes.
That has stuff in there to protect our kids from that being indoctrinated by teachers about that kind of stuff?
You may remember, actually, correct me if I'm wrong, Rick, I'm leaning on you, that the governor signed an executive order in order to stop that.
I figured that's the one
Yep.
I was thinking was she did the first week.
Right, and there is something in there as far as the teaching of gender identity and all those other things. There is something in the bill. Understand this too. Some of this is going to go through the rulemaking process, and that's where we still have some control. That's where we still have some muscle flexing, if you would, is in the rulemaking process that has to come back before us as a legislature. So as these things are developed and worked out, some of these things are going to be tweaked going along the way.
Are you ready for 250 yet?
I'm ready for 250.